Hello everyone, this is Rebecca Payne, Chief Development Officer for the Girl Scouts of Citrus. Thank you for joining me for the 2014-2015 Gifts for Girls Incentive Review. As some of you may or may not be aware, there are 3 ways that you can earn incentives in the Gifts for Girls campaign. The first one is individually, the second one is troop, and the third way is by service unit. The first way that I would like to cover is by individual. Individuals can receive a Gifts for Girls patch with a minimum of a $25 donation per girl. This year we have 2 patches in play for this campaign. Either you are finishing the Gifts for Girls round patch with the Confidence and Character rockers, or you are earning the Centerpiece and the Courage rocker of the new Triangle patch this year. Once again, if you're a returning donor and have completed the round patch last year, you will receive the first 2 pieces of this year's new patch, the Centerpiece and the Courage rocker. If you are finishing the round patch with a $25 donation, you will receive the Confidence and Character rockers. Once again, a friendly reminder that this is a $25 per girl donation to earn this incentive. That means if you have 2 girls in Girl Scouting, you will need to make a $25 donation on behalf of each of your daughters to receive the pieces of the patch that she is in need of. Once again, also I would like to remind you that there is an opportunity to make a $50 donation and receive the complete patch at one time. On to the troop incentives. The troop incentives are earned by a troop when they have a minimum of a $5 donation per family donation to the campaign. For those of you that have never participated in the Gifts for Girls program, you might be a new troop or a troop that just has decided that they'd like to take part in this year's campaign, you will earn the Scouterific flag pictured here on the left. For those of you that are returning, you will receive a ribbon signifying the year 2014-2015 Gifts for Girls campaign to attach to your flag. This is the second year that we are giving a ribbon for the returning troops to attach to their Scouterific flag. Once again, if you are a brand new to the Gifts for Girls campaign or you are a brand new troop, you would be working towards the Scouterific flag. And if you're a returning troop with 100% participation, you will be working towards your ribbon to attach to your flag. Next, I would like to cover the troop verification form. The troop verification form is utilized by a troop leader when she feels she has reached 100% participation with the girls that are involved or the families that are involved in their troop. And what I mean by that is a minimum of a $5 donation per family per girl. So with that being said, once you feel you have reached that donation amount, a minimum of a $5 donation amount, you would fill this form out, you would sign off as the troop leader, you would present this to the service unit gifts chair, and she would sign off on it, and then we would get it turned into council. The materials and information that I need to accompany this are this form along with all the donations that total the amount on this participation form. So if the donations total $50, I would need $50 in checks or cash or credit card donations to signify 100% participation. Information we will need to collect is parent's name, child's name. The next column is where you would signify if you have more than one daughter in Girl Scouting and you've already made your $5 donation on one of the other troops. Besides the troop form that you're filling out, that is where you would denote for me what troop that you made your donation on. So if you have a girl in troop 123 and a girl in 523, and this is troop 523's verification form, you would simply write troop 123 in that column so I know to reference back to look and see if there was a donation made on that troop form. The next column is where you would denote the amount of the donation. And then the next area is really important, especially important for council. Council relies on you folks to help us identify how the donation has come into the campaign. There are a number of ways, and I'll review them here with you quickly. The Donate Now button on the council website, through the online registration form. For the first time this year, we actually had what we call a hard stop when people were registering, asking them if they would like to make a donation to Girl Scouts. Through paper registrations, yes, we do get a few and far between paper registration, but you can make a donation on the paper registration still as well. The mailed-in donation would signify a donation that came in someone's blank personal envelope or via the pink Gifts for Girls mail-in envelopes. The You Caring online donation site, which your Gifts for Girls chair should have reviewed with you by now as a troop leader, to show that there is a unique URL available for you to solicit donations online. That's where you would check online donation via youcaring.com, via check, cash, or last but not least via the Gifts for Girls brochure, which includes a rip-off donation segment that they can mail in as well. Moving on to the service unit incentives this year. As most of you are aware, the service unit goal is set at the beginning of the membership year. The recommended strategy for setting that goal is $5 times the number of families in your unit, or for those of you that reached the $1,815 goal last year, a minimum of a 10% increase over the amount raised in the campaign year. So if you met and exceeded your goal last year of the 1815, this is the way that we were able to get you to stretch your goal for this year. We wanted to see a 10% growth over that 1815. So obviously the recommended way, since most service units did not reach the 1815 goal, will be a $5 times the number of families in your service unit. So once you feel that you have 100% participation by all the troops in your service unit, there are two ways to earn an incentive for your service unit. The first service one is the first service unit to reach their goal by deadline of October 23rd will receive a $500 gift card that can be utilized to attend Girl Scout programs or utilized in the Girl Scout shop. Once again, this first incentive is an early bird incentive early in the campaign. For those of you that think you have 100% troop participation by October 23rd and be the first one to be in by that date at 5 o'clock, you will receive the $500 gift certificate that can be used to attend Girl Scout programming or utilized in the Girl Scout shop. Please note that I'm stressing the or intentionally because you need to choose whether you're going to receive Girl Scout programming and use that $500 towards programs or in the shop. It's not a combination, unfortunately, of both. It's just too hard to track here at Council when we have a couple different pots of money. So with that being said, the second service unit incentive this year is the service unit to raise the most money throughout the campaign, which is August 18th through April 16th, will receive a $500 gift certificate that once again can be used for Girl Scout programming or utilized in the Girl Scout shop. Gifts for Girls information can be found and located on the Gifts for Girls section of the website, located at www.citrus-gs.org. Go under the Volunteers section, Forms, and Service Unit. That's where you will find your troop verification form, the outline of this year's campaign, as well as the Scouting for Shoes overview. Just a couple quick reminders when collecting donations for this year's campaign. Please be sure to have your donors make out the checks to the Girl Scouts of Citrus versus your troop. This keeps our accounting systems cleaner and a clean line of delineation. Simply have them note the troop number that needs the credit in the memo section of the check. If you receive cash or check donations, please do not hold them for a long period of time. The longer you hold them out in the field and onto those donations, the longer it takes us here at Council to issue the incentives to the individuals and the troops that have earned them. So once again, please be sure to send those on a regular basis to Council so that we can account for them on a regular basis. Also, Girl Scouts of Citrus would like to remind you that we do not prefer to have cash mailed into Council. If you should receive cash donations for the Gifts for Girls campaign, please deposit them into your troop account and issue us a check for the total amount of the donations. However, when doing that, please be sure to include a list of the donations that make up the check amount. So if you're issuing me a check for $50, please delineate that that was $25 donation and the rest were $5 donations, and who I need to give credit to those donations for. Once again, we really appreciate all your assistance in getting those donations in the field into Council on a timely basis. Once again, this has been an overview of the 2014-2015 Gifts for Girls Incentives Program. If you should have any questions regarding the incentives, please feel free to contact me. My information is on the screen for you. Thank you for all that you do for Girl Scouts, and we look forward to having a Scouterific year in the Gifts for Girls campaign.